Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from KQB2, Group 4. For today, we are going to talk about the black magic in Malay society according to Islamic perspective. First, let's see about what Quran has said about black magic. There does not come to them any new verse from their Lord, except that they listen to it while they are playing. Their hearts are in devout, and those who wrong keep their saying secret. This is nothing but a human being like you. So do you accept the magic while you are witnessing it? From Al-Anbiya, verse 2 and 3. Malay is typically known as a Muslim in religion. However, the practice of magic still occurs and is practiced by some of the Malay community today. So in order to bring down the enemy, some individuals are willing to do anything, including using the practice of shirk. As we know, Satan was expelled from heaven because of his arrogance and refusal to prostrate to Prophet Adam AS, and then promised Allah in Surah Al-Hijr to mislead people in one of the way is that they use humans to coexist and ask for the help of subtle, being consisting of jinn, devils, and Satan in a subtle way, full of deception, which is a practice called magic. Black magic is one of 7 great sins and is one of the kind of kufur. Magic means hiding, so much so that the witch will make the victim unaware she is bewitched. Among the cruel forms of magic without humility are santau, separation, bleeding, and sterilizing magic.
Factor influencing society to use magic. As you know, the Malay community lack of knowledge and explanation, particularly about the ugliness and damage caused by the use of witchcraft. Many people still do not understand that witchcraft is haram and can harm one's faith. Second, ignorance of sins is a fact from using magic. Malay society has yet to figure out which is magical and which is not. It was all just ordinary medication to them, and it had nothing to do with the employment of magic. But some people already know that witchcraft is wrong, but still come to the practitioner of witchcraft to take care and protect themselves and be grant good wishes, only such as curing the disease he is suffering from. Third, lack of faith in Islam. Typically, the person who seek the help of magic practitioner has exhausted all others option and believe that there is no other way to solve his problem. All of this is due to the insufficiency of faith and akidah, which make it difficult is discriminate between shirk and grave offences. Type of magic in Malaysia. Magic is black art that has existed since ancient times. Thus, it is undeniable that various types of magic have come into existence as a result of the demand of many throughout the age. This evil and heinous act will not be treated except with the element of shirk and the intention to destroy the life of other human beings for certain reasons. First, saka. Saka is something that is defended and inherited, especially among the Malay community, with these diverse purposes and goals. Among them are saka used to protect themselves, their family, members, and property. Of some are used to care for crop and gardens and also livestock. In fact, there is even a saka used to control and tame wild animal. Type of saka. First, saka tiger. This is a famous saka in Malaysia. This type of saka is often to the choice of many because it is bold and can be used to scare people or fight against its master enemies. Second is saka crocodile. This type of saka is used a tame animal such as crocodile. Third, saka snakes. Its use is to control our tame snakes. This saka is used by defender and fans of snakes. Fourth, saka bomo. Commonly used for patient medical purpose involving delicate creature disorder. Fifth, saka susu. It is used a beauty purpose. Sixth, saka kuat. Commonly used for patient medical purpose involving delicate creature disorder. Effect of making saka as a companion. First, to make the defender or his master lazy due to his dependence on the creature who manage all his affairs such as caring or garden and crops. Second, disrupting the life and tranquility of his master or his defender when breaking the taboo or no longer following the previously stipulated condition. Third, dividing family relationships such as the saka do not want to be inherited by the heirs until there is a dispute and so on. Fourth, dividing society such as individual with saka bomo trade passion by mention various allegations that the patient has artificially hit by a person or sifulan he knew cause hostility between them. Second of in black magic is santau. Generally, the practice of santau, or known as tuju-tuju, has been inherited and practiced since time immemorial with its associates with the heritage of Malay belief in its relationships with the supernatural realm, including the realm of jinns and devils. The santau phenomena is not only inherited but also practiced by a handful of Christian parties with various purposes throughout bomo, pawang, dukun, and those who are knowledgeable about it. Santau is received by the victims and the patient is possible because it enters the body and is transmits subtly. Type of santau. First, made from the dove in essence that does not involve jinns and devils, and it is easy to treat. Example is santau makan and minum and santau langkah. Second type is very difficult to treat because it involves a genie that has wings and flies in the air. Example is santau angin and santau tuju.
Now, we want to talk about the difference between dark magic from the past and nowadays. Black art is a heritage. It has become a tradition for practitioners black art to pass on to the next generation. According to traditional beliefs, this practice cannot be denied. If rejected, it will give reinforcement or adverse effects in life. The orang asli community also has the same tradition and beliefs that they believe Tok Batin has mystical powers. This power is also believed to be inherited from generations. This can be seen in a case that happened to a woman named Maznah Ismail, or better known as Mona Fendi, who was sentenced to death on 2nd November 2001 when she was 45 years old, after being damned of the murder of a politician, Mazlan Idris, in 1993. Based on the articles, we can see that someone who wants to practice this black art is willing to pretend to be willing to meet a shaman and believe in supernatural. Shamans are hired to bewitch the victim, resulting in constant suffering, and certainly, the modus operandi of the shaman is very difficult to detect. An example we can see through the case of their modus operandi is with the corpse being used as a magic object by the shaman by deceptivating the parts of the corpse until the victim suffers. This is because a person's belief in a shaman who is known as a black magic can help him to get what he wants. However, the devil himself does not know about the supernatural itself. However, the method of magic used now is a little different and even more modern than in the past. If in the past we had to go to the house of a shaman or a sorcerer, but now magic can be done only through online. This can be proven through a newspaper that infected on 27 December 2019 in Kota Baru, Kelantan. The story of the case of a teenager from Pasimas, Kelantan who was only 23 years old. He was convicted of performing a ceremony at his house. According to his neighbor, he reported the case after seeing the teenager's house as if on fire. This was resolved when the police raided the perpetrator's residence. He added that the perpetrators do the black magic activity online, which is people who are willing to meet shamans for their needs just need to contact him using WhatsApp or anything in online apps. This can be proven that only by online we still can do magic. Along with the modern world and advanced technology, we can see that they only need to communicate by online without face-to-face to claim witchcraft for their benefits.
The implications of magic in Malay society according to Islamic perspective. Among the negative effects on the community is that it can damage the faith of the people, because shirk weakens the faith of the community. Next, the effect of magic on the country is it can create fear in the community. For instance, fear of graves, big trees, jinn, and so on. Furthermore, the act of magic can wipe out good deeds to the point of real loss. Allah removes the good deeds of those who associate partners with Him. His whole life's work will be deemed to have gone to waste. Finally, it can gain criminal activities, including the use of magic. Solutions: thoroughly assess and analyze to choose the appropriate course of action. Next, the involvement of all parties, particularly the government and members of the parliament, is also crucial. They must produce and demonstrate a strong feeling of commitment to the creation of this supply.